My name is Matt Spencer. I am a senior film major at Towson University. I'm from Ellicott City, Maryland, and I went to Calvert Hall College High School in Towson, Maryland. And I'm also an intern at DBM Communications.
Tell me a little bit about your family.
I got a mom and dad. They're divorced. I also have a stepdad. Um, and that's pretty much it for my immediate family.
Okay.
I guess my first job was really working for my mom at Precision Tune Auto Care, which was like a auto tune-up place. And then I had a job with St. John's Kitchen and Bath, which was bathroom and kitchen remodeling. Did a lot of dirty work there, stone and stuff like that, cutting everything. And then I worked for Towson University Athletics for football and lacrosse. I was an assistant equipment manager there, which was really fun, traveling and everything with the teams. And then now I work in the bindery at Woodbury Graphics, which is a graphic design and printing company. Um, for elementary and middle school, I went to Trinity School in Ellicott City, Maryland. High school, I went to Calvert Hall College High School in Towson, Maryland. And for college, I go to Towson University, which is also in Towson, Maryland. Coming of age means to me growing up and finally realizing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, you come of age and you're at the point where you figure out what it is that you're supposed to do. Or you come to the point that you're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. So pretty much growing up and moving on. I would think the age that you come of age would be, I would think anytime you're about to graduate college and get out into the real world, as they call it. So 21, 22-ish, I would guess. I decided to be a film major probably my senior year of high school. I've been making movies since I was really little, with little Lego guys and old camcorders. But I don't think I really figured out that I wanted to do this as a career until probably senior year of high school. I picked Towson University because it was, for one of the cheaper universities I actually looked at. And for two, it was the only one that had the film program that I looked at. If I didn't do film, I would have been a history major and probably been a teacher. And other schools actually offered me scholarships, but I chose Towson just because of the film program, really. And also what helped was getting that job with the sports teams. That helped too. I would describe myself as a probably above average student. A's and B's mostly. I pay attention in class. Not your typical college student that goes there and falls asleep and wakes up at the end of class and leaves. Actually, I do my work. The challenges that I faced in college, mostly the load of work that you get, especially being a film major, which is nothing but production classes for the most part, which is, time management is a big deal with that because you got to be able to schedule your shoots and all the people and everything like that. So mostly just getting all the projects done is probably the biggest challenge that I faced. I did consider switching my major only once to history, but then I realized you have to write two 30-page papers, and I'm not the greatest writer in the world, so I decided against it and stuck with film. My home life hasn't changed all that much. Now that I'm in college, I'm not there as much as I used to be because I'm out working or at school or at an internship or, just out with friends. But when I'm home, nothing's really changed. More responsibilities, but nothing big. My job, I work in the bindery at a printing company, which is like the last step before shipping. We put the books together, we glue them together, we staple things together, we fold things. And, pretty much the step before packaging it up and shipping it off to the customers. I got my internship at DBM Communications when Doug Maddox, the owner and operator of DBM, came to my film producer class and talked to the class about being a producer. And he talked about internships, and after his presentation, I went up to him and I asked him about it, and pretty much got it that way. My experience at my internship so far has been pretty much what I expected. I've only been here a couple weeks, but I'm liking it so far. There are many pros and cons of graduating. Start off with the pros. No more homework, no more projects, no more tests, no more having to go to classes. But the con is, or some of the cons are, got to get up and go to work every day. You got to find a job first. You got to get up and go to work every day. You got to be on time. No skipping. Like you can skip class in college. Not that I ever did, but you gotta go. But I guess another pro of graduating is also money. You're out there getting a job and you're making money. So, which is something that's difficult to do while you're in college. I will make anything I can after college. I plan on making as much money as I can. But honestly, I will take anything because right now it's not much. So anything's better than what I am now. I'd prefer a salary type of job when I graduate. But if freelancing is what it comes to, I'll do it as long as I get paid. I have many connections into the film video production world. My dad knows a lot of people throughout the industry, so that definitely helps with trying to get a job later. The internship, that's a big deal with connections, and also just the professors at school. A lot of them work in the field by day and teach by night, so they're also really good contacts to have to possibly get a job afterwards. I feel that my chances of getting a job compared to others my age graduating college are a little bit better just because of all the contacts that I know in the industry. It really helps. Plus my experience with internship, which is a big deal. I'm pretty sure places would like to see that on a resume at least. So I feel like I got a pretty good edge on getting a job. When it comes to traveling for my potential career after graduating college, I prefer to stay close to home. If I had to, I wouldn't have a problem with traveling, but again, it's only if I had to. I've been in Baltimore all my life, so I'd rather stay close to home. I have talked with my girlfriend about the possibility of traveling. It's kind of up in the air right now, only because she has a scholarship. She's an education major, also at Towson, and she has a scholarship that they will pay for her college if she goes back to the county she's from, which is in Maryland, and teaches there for 2 years after college. So she can't really leave, and if I had to, I might have to. So it's kind of up in the air. It's another reason why I like to stay close to home, which it is a possibility that you can stay in the Baltimore, D.C. area and do this kind of film stuff. So yes, it has been brought up. The area in the video film production area that really sparks my interest is definitely the movie side. I want to make movies that people go to the movie theater and see and like to watch. I wouldn't have any problem with doing TV, but I'd much rather prefer movies. My winter break before my final semester of college was relaxing, to say the least. Didn't really do too much exciting. Girlfriend and I went to a Capitals game, which was fun. 5 rows behind the bench, high-fiving the players. One guy got a hat trick during the game, so that was kind of cool. And then just getting ready for school. I did get my bottom wisdom teeth taken out just before school started. Actually, last week. So that was kind of painful. I was kind of out of it for a while. But then to get ready for school, didn't really do too much to get ready for school. Got my books and just tried to get back in the normal sleeping routine that I was in when you have to get up early for class and stuff like that. So I think I'm ready. there's been a little talk between me and my parents about getting a job. Um, More my dad because he has all the contacts and he, wants me to get in touch with them all and stuff like that. My mom, not so much. I mean, she knows, I got to get a job, but there's no big rush. So, a little talk. So far, with my internship, I've worked on the American film market contact list, which really opened my eyes up to how broad the film industry is and how all over the globe it is. Then I also had to go over receipts from a film shoot DBM did this past summer, and that really blew my mind just to see how much simple little things cost for a movie. Like renting a car was $3,500. I was like, wow, just that blew my mind. And then working on transcript or working on trans, and then I had to take a script and I have to break it down with the time codes so they can translate it into Spanish to put subtitles in. And I got to play with some lights, and that's always fun. I like playing with lights, so that was fun. And yeah, can't wait to do some more stuff later on down the road with the internship. The most that I want to get out of the internship is probably just the experience of working in the professional video field. You can simulate it all you want by shooting at school and doing projects at school, but until you're actually in the industry, you don't really get the same feel, and that's what I want to get out of it. Not too much is really happening at work lately. It's kind of slow, and I took a class over the winter, and I also have my wisdom teeth out, so I really didn't have a lot of time to make it to work. So not too much there. At work, on and off, but when there is an actual week that I do work, it's not too much, just part-time, usually 8 to 10 hours a week maybe, just to get a little money. I think I pretty much spend about 10 hours a week at school, and then with the internship, I need 160 hours total to get my credits. So around 10 to 15 hours a week, I would think, at my internship. And it's only about 10 hours at school because I'm a senior. I only need 13 credits to graduate. The internship's taking 4 of them. So I only have 3 classes. And 2 of the classes are just for credits. They're not anything that has to do with my film degree. But then one of them's Film 3, which is probably the most intense production course that they have. And so in class, it's only a 3-hour class, but there's going to be a lot of more time spent out of class for that particular subject. The in-classroom experience of Film 3 is pretty informative. We'll be going on a couple field trips, having some guests come in and talk to us about the actual film industry. And then other than that, we're doing a actual production. For the class, we make a 15-minute short film. So we have to go through all the steps of pre-production, production, and post-production, and just like the teamwork thing and just getting the film done is pretty neat. And seeing what's all involved is enlightening. I'm pretty sure my role is probably going to be producer for my Film 3 project, but it's still up in the air as of right now. But once we finalize the groups and everything, then I'll have a better understanding of exactly what my role will be. I live in Baltimore County. I live my mom lives in Catonsville, my dad lives in Halethorpe. I spend most of the time at my dad's. I kind of live in the basement of his house, so it's kind of like my own little apartment. Just a little town where former Governor Ehrlich grew up like a couple streets down, and I don't know, everybody seems to know everybody in that town. So, I'm a big history buff, so I do have the interest in making period pieces like that when I get to the film industry. Also, just to know the history behind events that take place in any movie that I would make, that would also help. I'm a Civil War reenactor, so movies about that time period are, would be perfect for me. But other than that, I mean, American history is my thing. So I would have no problem if I had to make a period piece, I would feel. So, no, I think you pretty much know my whole story right now. So far.
So
We'll see where it goes.
I like it.